Hey there, I'm Mandi Quin Mall Mannequin, and I may have just figured out the best Live 2D alternative by making a motion-tracked PNG model. This model was not made in Live 2D, in fact, it doesn't even require a webcam to use. Of course, I'm talking about a program called HONK. I'll be going through HONK's basics in depth, but stick around till the end where I explain how I took my PNG model to the next level just by using HONK's existing features a little differently. First, what is HONK? The developer states that HONK is an all-in-one VTuber creation and animation suite that uses your mic for lip sync. It was developed by Dream Toaster and is available on itch.io for just $12 as of this recording. There will be a link in the description. HONK only needs a mouse and a mic to use and allows you to plug in unique mouth-shaped PNGs, which it'll then sync up with your audio. The effect, once you've plugged in just a few mouth shapes, is fairly accurate, which means that you can get an impressive result with minimal effort. You can go as simple or as advanced as you like, and I will be showing you how to update your model if you ever want an easy upgrade. If you want to weigh your options, I highly recommend this video by Mrs. Mothmom, where they elaborate on a ton of different PNG programs. You can check them out after this video with a link in the description. While working on your art, start by thinking about how you'd like your model to move so you can draw the pieces separated as soon as possible. You can make more pieces than you think you'll need, and then reduce them later on when exporting and testing. It might also be helpful to use Live 2D tutorials and other materials to give you some guidance on how pieces can be separated for movement. You can find links to a bunch of tutorials that I used down in the description. Full body models might not be best since you'll need to get it to fit within HONK's interface, and zooming in can complicate models with more pieces, like mine. Stick to small characters and half-body models for the best results. Of course, I encourage you to explore your options, see what works best for you, and don't worry too much if it doesn't fit the first time. I'll be telling you how you can fix that going forward. Once your art is completed, you're going to have to export and name all of your PNGs. When you export, make sure that the PNG's background is transparent and that each piece has the same border dimensions. This will then ensure that your pieces layer over top of one another in the exact position you left them. As a tip, consider putting numbers or letters before your file names. A will sit above B, 1 will sit above 2, etc. This allows pieces to maintain their layering order, especially when there might be more complex layering. I have about 91 PNGs just for this model alone. Now we have to get our PNGs into HONK. Follow the instructions provided by the application to make a character folder for your model. Inside, there should be another folder labeled Images, wherein your art pieces will be placed. Then, any character folder name will appear in this HONK menu when selecting the model that you want to load. You can then add your pieces one by one by clicking the plus sign in the upper toolbar. As a tip, if you find that your model is too tall for the interface, you can resize and re-export your PNG pieces. Once you've opened HONK and loaded up the model that you'd like to use, the next most important step is to go here to this microphone icon and select which mic input you'd like to use. I bought a webcam that happened to have a microphone input. Now HONK will default to that webcam, and I noticed that my lip tracking wasn't really working. I just had to go in there and reselect the mic that I wanted to use. This is also a good time to mention that having the HONK application window minimized or having a game full screened will prevent the model from tracking properly, so make sure to keep the window open at all times and to change your game settings to windowed to avoid this. In this next section, I'll be going over all of the tools and options you can find for your pieces in HONK. Let's start with layers. Each piece will be organized into layers 0 through 5. These help organize what sits over or under something else. As mentioned in our separating pieces section, adding numbers or letters to the beginning of the file names can organize the pieces further if you have need for more complicated layering. Select pieces on the side to edit individually. Then click this icon to select which of the 6 layer groupings you'd like that piece to sit inside of. Do some testing and make sure that things are all in the right order. This can be changed at any time. If something appears out of place but is layered correctly, simply click each layer one by one until you notice that your error has been corrected. This just reminds HONK that those pieces are in that order. HONK is unique in that it utilizes sprites, which might sound familiar to those of you that animate or have made any video games. For the eyes, select one of your pieces and click this icon to add sprites. In this spot, you can add a PNG for the open eyes, And in this spot, you can add a PNG for the blink, which will happen passively once both sprites are present and you've clicked off of the HONK window. Now this section makes HONK a standout amongst other PNG programs. The mouths can also receive sprites. When adding sprites to the mouth, there will be 14 slots for you to plug in the specific mouth shapes. You do not need to fill every slot with a unique PNG. In fact, you can provide more or less pieces to achieve various effects. For a simple cartoony look with minimal work, you can provide the open mouth or the ah mouth and a closed mouth. For an intermediate look with more accurate tracking, use the vowel shapes A, E, I, O, U or ah, E, O, U. On this model, you can see the effect is still very convincing. You can also add more mouth shapes later on if you like. Pause here to reference which vowel mouths I put into each slot. Now for a more advanced model with the most accurate lip syncing, you can provide those vowel shapes just like in the last step, but provide extras like KG, FV, DTH, and LN. You can also add head sprites to emulate the look of the jaw opening and closing for an even more realistic effect. You can pause again here for referencing how I put my shapes together. As a tip, every separate piece has the ability to have sprites added, so get creative and test out what looks best for your model and style. HONK allows you to make your pieces wiggle on a range from tiny bit to ultimate. This can be a fun way to add some personality to different pieces like wings, tails, ears, and accessories. You can see my cowlick up here. The pivot point can also be edited, which just alters the point which the piece rotates from. Like many other PNG programs, you can have your model bounce when activated, which will be adjusted using this slider. Now this is where the model comes to life. The original intention of mouse tracking was so that you could use your mouse to move the iris around to emulate an eye track effect. You could totally stop here if you'd like. However, by layering your pieces really thoroughly, as we've already explained, and setting them to various amounts of this tracking sensitivity, you can create an incredibly convincing motion track effect, which, with a bit of practice, will let you move your model around with your mouse in a way which has so far only been achievable in live 2D models. Before we move on, I want to mention that I'll be making more fun and informative art content just like this, so consider liking and subscribing if you'd like to see more. I also stream 3 times a week on Twitch at MallDummy. With a piece selected, click the eyeball icon and select which tracking shape you'd like. I recommend starting with the circle, then tweaking the shape later on for various effects. You can also calibrate your cursor by clicking this eye icon in the upper toolbar. HONK only uses a simple slider to set the tracking sensitivity, which displays numbers briefly in the upper right-hand corner when adjusted. Once tracking has been assigned to at least one piece, it'll start tracking immediately, but HONK will not preview the movement until you've clicked out of the window. As you rig your pieces, you can rise or lower the sensitivity, test the movement, and adjust as needed. Keep in mind that the center of the face should guide the movement. Just think of the sensitivity as a target with the tip of the nose as the bullseye. All pieces radiating to the outer areas of the target will move less and less. For 2 different eye tracking effects, you can have the iris set to a higher sensitivity to look around the screen or a lower sensitivity to maintain eye contact. I also made a test model utilizing colorful placeholder shapes first, so I could map out layering and make a test rig. This will give you a better understanding of how the pieces should move across the face and head to create the illusion of turning in 3-dimensional space. With every placeholder piece, I was sure to label it as they were meant to be in the final model. This meant that once I was done, I could update those pieces with my final art just by saving over the same file, which will then automatically update the pieces once HONK has been restarted. All settings and rigging will also remain. Rigging this way really takes some trial and error, but if you take your time and make small tweaks, you should be able to have a pretty convincing result. And oh, don't forget to save by clicking the floppy disk icon in the upper left corner. Let's go over how to make various emote toggles like you see here. With a piece selected, click any number to assign your piece to that particular emote slot, shown on the bottom left. When a piece has been selected, you'll see the numbers turn green when it's on, and turn pink when it's off. You can have as many or as few pieces change per toggle as you like. So if just the mouth and eyes change, you can simply add different pieces for each step. When those are done, click the wrench here to assign the toggles hotkeys. Unfortunately, there are only 8 toggle slots per model, which means you're gonna have to get creative if you want more flexibility. The way that I got around this was by utilizing 2 different HONK windows to have expressions and arms. I'll be going over how I did this in another video, so consider subscribing so that you don't miss it. When making your emote toggles, I have a trick that'll make it super easy and efficient to switch out all those pieces. Select a finished piece, then click this icon to duplicate it. This will copy all of the motion tracking and layer settings that you've previously set for this piece. Then you can simply select the sprite icon and replace the sprites with your new toggles artwork, so long as it's in the model's images folder. If not, simply save your work, exit HONK, add your PNGs to the folder, and then try again. Finally, in OBS, you'll just need to select your HONK window when adding a window capture source to your scene. Select Windows 10 or 11 here in this dropdown, and click here to hide your cursor from view if you'd like. Then, depending on the colors you have on your model, you can change the background color here in HONK and apply a chroma key filter here to your source in OBS to cancel that color out. For example, though my model is extremely colorful, I didn't use black. I just used a really dark navy, which means I used black as my background color and chroma keyed that out. Be careful though, using black will also have an effect on pure white, so keep this in mind while working on your model. Now that's about it. If you made it this far in the video, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. You can also come check me out on Twitch where I stream games and art multiple times a week, and take a look at what you've missed over on my VODs channel. Do you think that HONK can make rigging models more accessible? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm just a little baby. I am just a little guy. A little lime. Look at that. Meow. Meow. Oh my god. Oh, don't forget to save by clicking the floppy disk. Floppy? Should make a, should make a, god. Bloopers. Bloopers. Oh my god. Yeah, okay.